Welcome back to Bushcraft Evolution. Today we're at some new woods and we're gonna be scouting the property.
So, like she said, welcome back to Bushcraft Evolution. We're on a scouting mission today. So, as you can see, I have camera gear. I have me a pouch right here. Madison has the Blackbird Tinder pouch by Blackie Thomas. And Haley is carrying a former military issued large gas mask bag, but it looks like a haversack to us, and then it velcros securely. So we all have a way to collect some tinder. So these woods, as you can see, are pretty dense. Down this way, somewhere down in this way, there's a creek. We were told that there's quite a bit of a drop off, so we're going to see if we can't find a way down there. But as you can see, it's pretty thick woods in here. A lot of dead standing and leaning. Very nice property. The homeowners happen to live right there, and they gave us permission to check out this property. So what our intentions are is to go to a lot of these laying down and see if we can't get some punk wood and go ahead and continue to scout around and see what else this property has to offer. We were told that beneath our feet in certain areas there are a bunch of natural springs, so we might finally get to do a water filtration video. So come along with us and let's get to scouting. Hey girls, let's stop here for just a second. We're going to check out this log here. See, this log here, ladies and gentlemen, is a little bit rotted. We might come back and collect some of this because this is punky, but since that is on the top, it won't be as punky as what would be on the bottom. And since this is touching the ground in most places, that will probably not be a very good candidate for punk wood. What you want is something like, let's see, that one there, for instance. Maybe back in here toward the backside a little bit, we might find some punk wood. So we'll check that out and we'll see what we find. So let's head on up there. Well, we made it up here, and what I see are a bunch of ivy that we do not want to be touching. And upon further inspection, this tree's not quite as rotted as we thought. However, if we go back to this backside, we might be able to harvest something off of the bottom of this where no ivy was touching. So let's just keep looking for now, and we'll come back to this, and maybe this will be some punk wood for us. But we've got another one directly in front of me right there that we can go check out. And then we have lots of other candidates laying around here. So we're going to keep scouting, and when we find something viable, we'll bring it back as we're processing it and putting it into our pouches. And we have right here, ladies and gentlemen, a snake. The girls said they've never seen a snake out in nature. This little snake back over here has a little docked tail, so he looks like he may have been in a fight before. So we don't want to be his next opponent. We're just going to kindly go around this guy, and we see a tree right down there that I'm pretty sure might be what we're looking for. So we'll get right back to you in just a moment. They say leaves at 3, leave it be. Girls, don't touch those leaves of 3.
Okay.
Right down there. We don't want poison ivy. or poison oak. Like that tree there, you can probably see that ivy running all the way up. No good. No snakes, no ivy, no poison anything. Let's keep going. Oh, well look at that. We don't have to go very far. We happen to found a couple of trees here that are up above the ground. Look like they've been here for quite a while. So let's see if we can't get some char material off of this, and let's get to poking and see what we can find. Hopefully we find some punk wood. This one here, probably a little too rotted, once again, because it's completely on the ground. However, this one over here might be a perfect candidate. I mean, look at that from here. It just looks fantastic. We're going to come up on it and get our knife out and start poking around. And as you can see, knife is going right through that. We're probably going to get some punk wood out of this. Let me get some of this cut off of here and we'll test it and we'll go from there. We found, I believe these things are called willy worms, and they say the darker they are, the harsher your winter will be. As you can see, that thing is pretty black. So you know what that means. More snow. And that is fantastic and a-okay in my book. What do you think, girls? More snow?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes?
Good.
More snow. Thank you for the good news. All right, Haley, hold this for me. All right, this piece right here, as you can see, is very spongy. That's exactly what we're looking for. Some of it, like on the back side, is dry. We don't want that, but we do want this spongy. Yeah, we want this spongy stuff here in the front. Look at that. See my finger pushing in on that? That's what we're looking for. So, Madison, you want to open up your pouch?
Mm-hmm.
Drop that down inside there.
How do I pull it back up?
We're just going to leave it open for now in case we find some more. So, as you can see, the one that we came up on initially was that one. That one is still really, really dry. There's really not much of anything wet on that. But we came over here where we saw that willy worm right there and followed the tree back to where it's all rotted and it's falling apart, and one of the roots still in the ground a little bit, but soft. That's exactly what we're looking for. So let the scouting continue after we look at this cool rotting tree here. Goes way up here, completely dead all the way to the top. Not sure what attacked it. Maybe ash borer. Leave a comment in the comment section if you think you know. So let's just continue on. I believe what we have here might potentially be a game trail. The people who own this property say they don't come over to this side of the property very often, so might be a game trail through here. You guys see that little chipmunk?
Yeah, it's in the grass now.
Yeah, I saw its cheeks were kind of full. I believe we're walking up on one of, see, it's pretty dry over here on this side here. Pretty dry. Looks like a little ravine coming down. And then right over there, I believe, was a drop off to the creek. But what I wanted to show you was, I believe, one of the springs here. You can see the water there, and it is flowing. It's flowing out from right underneath this log because it's dry on this side. So it's coming out on this side of the log. That's pretty neat. We were told there were springs, and I can see it flowing all the way down there. That's pretty cool. Right where we said we believe might be a natural spring coming out from underneath that log, I am correct, because where I'm standing, behind it, completely dry. That would be an excellent candidate for some punkwood right underneath that log there. However, being so close to that spring, I just don't want to mess with it. So we're just going to continue finding some stuff to film and hopefully get some more tinder for you guys, and we're going to move along. We're crossing this little ravine to come up to this little top of the hill here, and we're going to look down and see what's down there. So if it's exciting, we'll bring you back. I think, I don't know if you guys can see that, looks like Tarzan's rope. A mini Tarzan, because that thing's no bigger than maybe a 1/4 inch wide. Anybody who can see that. But anyway, we are up on top of this, and they were not lying. That is just a complete drop off from where we're standing. Here's a little ridge we're standing on, and it just drops off. However, you can hear the birds. You can see some red poking out right there on that tree right there. We're definitely in fall. Beautiful. And you can hear the creek down there. There is a road a little ways away on the other side of that creek, but still beautiful, still peaceful out here. And this property is probably going to have a lot to offer for us, and we couldn't be happier. Such beautiful foliage out here, and we love it. Girls, what do we think of this property here? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Awesome.
Over there, it will be really pretty when it's more close to fall time.
Oh yeah, we will definitely bring you guys out when it gets closer to winter, because we love the fall, we love the colors, we love the leaves falling, we love the crunching of the leaves underneath us, and we'll bring you back out as the leaves change more and more. So I hope you like this little bit of paradise and the new property that we are going to be able to film in. And let me get you turned around so you can see where we came from. We came from all the way back that way. Look how deep, dense, and thick these woods are, and beautiful. Beautiful woods. And we are very much looking forward to this property. So yeah, enjoy what we have to offer, what nature has to offer, and thank God for what we get to see of His creation. So I said before I wasn't sure if there was any deer out here, but look at this. Evidence of deer rub. That's pretty awesome. And literally not even 5 feet away, another one. And those are recent. You can see the shavings down there on the ground from them scraping the tree. That's pretty cool. Good signs. Well, we made ourselves over to the other side of the property, which is directly behind their house that I'm not going to film. But this area here is where they access down to the creek. And directly staring me in the face is what used to be the trail, but it's overgrown a little bit, so we'll be getting through there at some point, and then we'll make it down to the creek and do some more filming for you guys. So as you can see, still heavily forested in their area, and very nice property. So hope you guys enjoyed this little tour as much as we did. Okay folks, we're about ready to leave the property, and we happen to stumble across a bunch of buckeyes. Now I don't know how much is true, but I've heard buckeyes are good luck. And since we found these on the property we're going to be filming it, we might have some good luck here. So awesome. Okay, really not much of a video. We just wanted to come out and do a little bit of scouting, see what was available. And this area where we're standing, all around us, is completely flat. This might be a potential spot for a new shelter build in the future. If we're going to have the winter that Mr. Willie Worm says we're going to have over here, then this would be an awesome spot to come in for the winter. There's plenty of trees here to do some hammock camping. We have heaters, so we could do tent camping. We could do whatever we want in this spot and potentially start building a shelter here. We haven't forgotten about the other property. They are just very sick right now, and we're giving them some time to rest and heal up and get better, and we send them well wishes, of course. So taking this opportunity to come out and see this property has been good for us. We haven't been able to get out in quite a while. You haven't seen us in the woods together for a long time, so this is cathartic. This is just what we all needed. Girls, if you have anything to say, this would be a great time to talk to our audience. You guys have anything to say about this property or
Nope.
being in the woods in general?
I do. This property is much more firm on the ground. The other one's softer, and I like this one better. It's more kind of like open. I feel like I can get around better.
Yeah, this definitely has a different atmosphere for sure. We actually do feel like we're more open here. We don't have as much to dodge. The other place did have trails that were kept up. This one in the past has had trails that were kept up. However, the owners of this property are a little bit older as well, so it's harder for them to upkeep. However, we are in the woods. We've been given permission to scout it, camp it, build a shelter in it. We can use any of their equipment to clear out anything we wish. But for now, just being a scouting video, this is really our whole purpose, is to come out and do this. We had no intentions on starting any shelter building or do anything of the sort. It was cool seeing the snake up there, seeing the willy worm over here. We did see a big pile of dung. We don't know who it belongs to or what it belongs to. We stood clear of it, walked around it, and walked over to where we are. Yes, poop. Dung is poop, if you didn't know that. So we saw that. We didn't see any little turds that you would see from deer. The other property does have deer. This one, we were told, has foxes, possums, raccoons, obviously squirrels and birds, snakes, black willy worms, and lots of woodpecker. She heard. Looking above us, there is not a single widowmaker to be seen. A bunch of younger trees, so they're still maturing. The only mature trees around here are further off in the distance, and they're as straight as an arrow, so I'm not looking for any future tree falls, I hope. So I think that's really it for this video, guys. Sorry if it wasn't as exciting as any of our other videos. However, we don't really know our way around just yet, so we're going to keep coming out and discovering more and more, and eventually making it down to the creek, which we were told they used to have their own little campground set up down there, so that might be a place that we'll probably do a video in the future. But this spot where we're standing right now is going to be a spot we do plan to come out and camp several times. And as you saw Madison and I with our last one, that was just kind of a last minute thing, and we just wanted to get a video out to you guys. We know that you guys who have subscribed are wanting to see more from us, so here we are. And I guess I have nothing else to ramble on about. Girls, do you have anything else to add?
No.
So what do we tell the fine folks who are watching?
Until next time, get out there.
Get out there, and if you haven't already subscribed and you're new to our channel and are watching this currently and have made it this far, what do?
Subscribe.
And do what? Like. Do all those. Leave us some comments. Remember to leave them PG. The girls will be reading those with me. And like they said, until the next time we see you,
Get out there.
get out there.